What is up, guys? How's it going? Zach Ginn here, and we are live. In today's video, I'm going to break down with you guys exactly how to comp properties and get the ARV. And I could have done a nice little edited video that's all cool for you guys here, but really I want to do a live one because I want you guys to send me comps and watch me do it with you, because I think it's pretty important for me to actually do these things live, because I could find a perfect property that has perfect comps and I just do a little fake guru thing and show you how easy it is. But I want you guys to send me the hard ones. But really, before we get into it, again, guys, remember, you guys need to smash that like button and subscribe. Helps YouTube algorithm a lot and just helps me in general give more of this free value for you, because in this YouTube channel, I'm here to help you make your first $100,000 in real estate wholesaling absolutely for free. I don't need to pay any courses, anything like that. And that is the goal here at Flip with Rick and on the Zach Ginn channel. So pretty excited, guys. So if you guys want, let me know what market you're in. Love to know. But let's get into it. Let's get into actually how to do comping properties and actually how to find the ARVs of these houses. So the couple of things you need to know. Number one is, when you're looking at a property and you're seeing if it's good comp or not, you might be asking yourself, Zach, what is a comp? A comp is basically short for a comparable. A comparable is, you're just looking for properties that are very similar in year built, the construction type, and things like that. So you know what the value of your house is that you're looking at with the motivated seller, to see if this is a good one for you to actually put under contract, get a wholesaling deal, and get everything done from there. So again, the process of real estate wholesaling, really simply, guys, is we have a motivated seller, someone who wants to sell the property really quickly for cash, and they just want to get rid of the house. And honestly, that's what we want to do here. And they want to get rid of the property, and on a myriad of reasons, maybe their property needs a lot of work. Maybe they just want to get out of it. They have a change of jobs. It really depends on what they need to do to actually get out of the situation. And we meet them. We put the property under a contract, which I provide free contracts for you. Don't worry. And you put it, let's say, for $100,000. You find someone, you sell the contract. You don't sell the property, sell the contract to someone who wants to buy it. Usually someone looking for a rental or a flip opportunity, something like that. And from there, you actually sell it for a profit. You actually assign the contract. Let's say you sell it for $110,000 and you make a $10,000 spread. So that's the whole process. I mean, it's simple, but it's difficult at the same time. A really good analogy I heard was, wholesaling is like a car. You put the keys on the engine, and you don't even think about it. You just go. But there's a lot of complicated things on the back end, but you don't really need to know about it too much. So pretty cool. So that's what I would pretty much say. But when you're talking to a seller, you want to know what the price of the property is worth, so you know what a cash buyer is willing to pay for it. So that's what we're going to break down here, actually how to comp properties and find ARV very easily. Some ground rules, guys, when we're trying to find the ARV and everything, I need to know. But really quickly, guys, comment below what market you're in. Love to know it. The reason why I love knowing what market you guys are in is because people in the comments can go network with each other and try to help each other out and see if you guys can just collaborate with each other. So let me know what market you guys are in, and let me know if you're in my market. That'd be pretty cool. So when comping a property, remember, there's some things we need to sort of understand. So obviously, probably the most important thing you need to understand, first of all, is construction type. Now, I'm in the state of Florida, so construction type is a lot more important than maybe somewhere in Minnesota. But really, there's different types of construction. So in Florida, actually in Port St. Lucie, Florida, we actually had a deal we're trying to get done on an A-frame house. So there's A-frame houses, there's wood frame houses, there's houses that are wood frame with the wood sheath on there. There's houses that are wood frame, but they have they have that stucco on the front of it that's painted. There's so many different types that it's crazy. And in Florida, it's kind of weird because you got builders, you got private builders, but make sure you're in the same construction type. The most popular one here, I would say in South Florida where I'm at, is I would say concrete block construction. So it might be weird if you're out here in Delaware. They're like, why do you have a concrete block house? But you just need to know the type of construction types. The example why I'm saying that is a concrete block house is worth more money in Florida than a wood frame house. First of all, it costs way more to build. It's more fire resistant, and you get cheaper home insurance. And home insurance is pretty expensive in Florida, but that is what you want to make sure. So make sure the construction type is very similar. When we're looking at a comparable house before we actually look at our comps, make sure it's in the same subdivision. I've had appraisers go nuts on me. So you got to make sure that it's in the same subdivision. Make sure the square footage is more or less within 250 square feet. That's probably what I would say. So if it's a 1,500 square foot house, make sure you don't push back 1,750 or anything like an 1,800 square foot. I would cut that out. Obviously, we want to make sure the bed and bathrooms are the same. So if it's a 3-2, make sure you look at other 3-2s. I'm telling you guys, the bed people like freak out on, but a 3-1 is not an equal comparable to a 3-2. There's so many 3-1s, and truly what a 3-1 is, especially in Florida, is really a 2-1 that they just made another wall and they're calling a 3-1. They're trying to round it up to a 3-2 because, hey, 2-1, I mean, I'm putting an extra bedroom in there. Let's just round it up to an extra, like a 3-2. No, a 3-1 and a 3-2 are completely different. You want to have your master bathroom. Usually, like you're married, you're trying to move into another house. You don't want to have one bathroom, especially if 3 bedrooms, you got like 2 kids. You want to have 2 bedrooms, so 2 bathrooms, so it's worth a lot more money. So you can't compare a 3-1 with a 3-2. Make sure they're the same one. It's very, very important, guys, here. So lot size is pretty important too. If you're trying to comp a property that's on 2 acres versus one that's on a 1/4 acre, be completely different. Again, conditions are very important too. I would say condition is very hard, especially if you're looking at comparables, if you don't have pictures of the property. So I'd be very careful, or if you're doing virtual wholesaling and you actually don't know what the condition of that property in question you're trying to get under contract for. So I'd watch out over there. Year built's pretty important too. A house built in the 80s versus a house built in like 2006, completely different. So I would say you want to keep it within 5 to 10 years with comps. 10 years is pushing it, but sometimes it's hard to find comps, especially if you're in a market like mine, which isn't like huge. But it's still pretty big. It's still a pretty big one. So that's what I would say. And let's see. So, and the last one here before we actually start getting into comping, guys, remember, comment below what market you want me to comp in, or if you have an address you need help with, I would love to help. So let me know, guys. So again, I use 2 tools to comp. Paid wise, I'll use listrei.com just because I use PropStream to pull all my data, and I use it for the Driving for Dollars app for people. So listrei.com is the best comping one out there, but I started out with $300 in my bank account starting out in wholesaling. So I know that not everyone's got the money for it. So again, listrei.com has a 7-day free trial if you want to test it out. But my favorite comping tool that's free is not Zillow. It's actually Redfin. I absolutely love Redfin. I don't know why, but it's just so much easier. They pull up comps. I'm not calling myself lazy, but if I'm dealing with a seller and I want to find a comp like super fast in like just like general city that's not like in the boondocks out there with like 500 people living in it and there's like no one around them, and it's very hard to like a traditional city like Fort Lauderdale or something, like it'll pop up the comps really simply, like very simple and easy. So I like Redfin. So I did a video yesterday on listrei.com. So most likely I'll probably do it on Redfin today to help you guys out. I'll do both if you guys need it, but let me know. So let's pull up some questions, comments here about comping and ARV, and then I'll just do it live with you guys. That's what I want to do. Justin says, yo, what's up, man? We got Fresno in the house, Oklahoma City, great markets, guys. Those 2 are actually like amazing markets. Hey, Rick, your last question, when I was wholesale virtually, do I need a title company near a property and a cash buyer? I would say so. Zach, can you do some mindset videos? Of course I can, man. Where do you get VAs? I get it from Upwork. And so Eric says he has an address. So Eric, let me know what address you got, and I would love to do a comp on there. Or if you don't want to give me the address, just give me the city and I can do a comp on there, or I can do really whatever. It doesn't matter. San Antonio, I have PropStream, Deal Machine. Can't find the address on Redfin. Well, give me the address. I can do it on listarei.com if you want, and we can go from there. So let's pop it up here. All right. We got a really good question here, but what is the best way to find a good title company in my city? So if you're trying to find a really good title company in your city, I'd recommend you call as many title companies as possible and really see More or less. Okay. So when you're trying to find the best title company for your wholesaling business, again, this is a comping ARV video. So I'm going to be very quickly on this one. You need to call them and ask them if they're okay with wholesaling, double closing, assignments from there, and then go from there and then see where other wholesalers are actually doing it. That's probably what I do. We're going to make this very quick because this is a comping video. So LA Real Estate Investors LLC asks an amazing question here. Comp in a non-disclosure state like Houston. Gurus always comp in easy areas. That is perfect. So here's what I got to say. Non-disclosure states, I mean, Houston's a city, but like Texas is a non-disclosure state. So let me pull up the non-disclosure states so you guys know what they are, especially if you're into virtual wholesaling. I know Texas is one of them. Let me go pop the full list. Okay, so let me just copy this so you guys can actually see it. But non-disclosure states, this is what they are. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up really quick. So non-disclosure states, Alaska, Idaho, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, some counties, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. Those are non-disclosure states. And really what a non-disclosure state is, it's basically, I don't know the pure definition, but I don't do a lot of wholesaling outside of non-disclosure states. But I know they don't reveal the actual cash sale of the property or the price. So it's very hard to find comparables for that. So you can find it when a property is like listed for sale. Zillow's decent on it, but like they're not the best at it. So overall though, so these non-disclosure states, they're very hard to find comps on. But here's a quick secret is if you have access to the MLS, you could basically find them and it makes it very easy. So two ways you can do it. You can either get your real estate license, which I'm not licensed. It doesn't hurt getting licensed for wholesaling, but it doesn't help it. It could help a tad, but I don't think it's worth the time. But that's just my personal opinion, especially when I was like really big into bandit signs. So it never really would help me at all. But really, if you're trying to get into wholesaling and you make sure you find someone who has MLS access, and I would say get MLS access theoretically, of course, speaking here. But the MLS comps, I mean, aren't the best here, but really it takes, I would say honestly, like if you're in Missouri, Texas, Kansas, Mississippi, my personal opinion would be get access to the MLS, but you're really going to be an expert in your market. And what it really takes is to do some wholesaling deals and say, hey, in this zip code, I know things are selling for X, Y, and Z, and that's what they're doing. It makes it so much easier. But PropStream does help a lot if you don't have the MLS access. So that's what I would say. It's not the greatest thing ever, but that's the best thing I could say. In Houston, you can see where other properties are listed at, and it does help if you don't have MLS access and you got to get something within like 5 seconds. That's probably what I would say, but it's a little difficult. That's the honesty. But the cool part is that means sellers aren't as savvy as the price, which means you could probably get better prices. So you got to be very careful with it. Most gurus don't like to talk about it. Obviously, I had MLS access in Texas. I would go comp properties in Houston right now for you. But they make it easy. That's why I did this live. So you guys can give me addresses and we can do it with you guys. So that's what I would say. Debbie says, if just put in the chat and we can do it because I'll have to stream that live. If you don't have to. Don't feel like you have to. So LA said here without MLS access. So I would probably use listarei.com. It's not equal to MLS access, but it does help a tad bit, but it won't be the cure-all for it. Zillow, I would probably get a general idea of what properties are listed on the market in that zip code and try to go from there. Also, another quick hack I can tell you is get like a very trusted cash buyer. Now, this is like super trusted that you've sold like 4 or 5 properties to already. And ask them before you go on the appointment, hey, I actually have an appointment here at 123, LA Real Estate Investor Street. And I'm going to put under contract and they're roughly at a price that I think I get under contract and probably sell it to you at. I mean, what price do you think you would actually buy this thing for? And just ask them. And they'll say, Zach, if it's in decent condition, I could probably pay roughly maybe 100 to 120. I really don't know what the condition. If it's in really good condition, probably closer to 120. If it needs new kitchen, things like that, probably 100. They told me 100. I go back there, I negotiate, I get under contract for 80. Then boom, I make $20,000 to $40,000 in the assignment. That would be my best case there, reverse wholesaling. I've done it a couple of times on properties that have just blown my mind where I'm like, I can't find a comp on this. I've asked my cash buyer, I trusted them, and they told me it, and I got under contract, and I knew they're at 100, 120, locked it up for 80. Sometimes I get those for like 70 or 60 and just make a ton of money, and those are my favorite. So that's probably what I would say. That is the best thing you can do. It's called reverse wholesaling, and I absolutely love it. I have an address. Give me some addresses. Let's get. Is it a good idea to contract a lot? If you get contracts at a discounted price, I would say so, but reverse engineer with the cash buyer. That's probably what I'd recommend. So let's get this going, guys. So let's go to Redfin here. If you guys don't want Redfin, I can do listarei.com if you want. You guys just let me know. We'll pop it up. All right, it's popping up here. Also, guys, we are moving to a new studio that is going to have the sickest internet setup ever. So I know the quality of the stream is going to be better because it's going to be like insane. Like I got Ethernet, everything set up for it. Like it's going to be really cool. So expect that in the next couple weeks, at least by the next month, it'll be like that. So new studio setup, and it'll be really fun. The stuff probably is going to be the same, but it'd be interesting. So let's see here. Oops, get rid of that. All right. So the address here is 1458. Oh, wait. Share my screen here. And sorry if this is the most exciting thing, me comping like live, but honestly, the gurus don't do it. So guess who wants to do it? Me, right? And I could show you comps on a really easy one that has like 4 or 5 good comps. And I already looked up the address an hour before, but I'm the type of person that wants to do the stuff live. And I feel like it brings me accountability to show you that if I can't find a comp, it's probably hard to do it, but this is how the real guys do it. And gurus are scared to look bad in public. And honestly, I don't sell courses, so I don't really care. 145 over Lee's Street. Okay. Over Lee or Lee's? We're going to over Lee Street. Even if that's the wrong one. Just do over Lee. All right. So it looks like it's a 2-2, 1,080 square feet. This looks pretty close to the water. That's pretty cool. If you guys didn't know, I'm obsessed with the water. Sold for $77K, 2017. Let's look at some of the pictures here. And let's make an assessment off that looking at this. So it could be painted. I'm not 100% sure. But the one thing I do see here is I would probably switch out that mailbox there. Get a little pressure wash in there. But the roof actually looks very good on there. That's a nice roof. So that's the one condition-wise I'm going to look on here is the roof looks really good. It's a decent, yeah, that's nice. The color's like terrible, but we're going to leave that for another day. That's a terrible color. I'd go with like a tan or something on there, but okay. See, the outside looked very nice. Okay. Woo! To the studs. Okay. Oh boy. All righty. This is a fun comp. This is a good lesson for a lot of you guys watching this. Because this isn't like a decent house. And it's gonna be very hard for me to find like a house like that that's kind of not ripped to the studs, but needs a lot of work. So this is gonna be a really good one, actually. Justin, thanks for this one. This is actually a really good one. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're looking for some comps here. Now, most gurus say if it's not ripped down and look terrible like that, it's not a good comp. We're probably going to have to find similar ones what they're selling for and then minus out the repairs on it because it's not every property looks like this. And it's not this is the exception, not the rule, like these type of houses. So we're probably going to have to get some leeway on it. So Redfin's giving us, now I'm not going to go off of this 100%, but Redfin is saying 150. I don't know what that means. I like to get a consensus, a general one. So I'm going to pop up Zillow and see what they say. I'm not saying I'm going after what Zillow says. I'm just going to look at what a consensus is, because if this says 150 and then Zillow says 52, and then Realtor says 140 like 9, then I'll know consent like for a consensus that's kind of where they're at. So oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay. So this square footage is all messed up here. So let me share my screen on here now. So this is something I think is very important. Another lesson I can teach you guys here. But first of all, it looks like the property was sold and flipped. So they did the full renovation on this one. And they repainted it. Thank you. And Zestman says 256 on that. So, wow. Okay. Let's see what happened here. Oops. So we're getting different square footages. So what we're going to have to do here is, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to go to the Pinellas County property appraiser and actually see the truth on this house. So I'm getting 1,380 square feet, and then I'm getting 1,080 square feet on this. So the only way for us to actually find out what the true thing on this one is, we're going to have to go to the property appraiser and get the actual data. So I'm going to go to the Pinellas, I think that's it, County Property Appraiser. And we're going to have to look at the data. Now, again, guys, this is the most exciting thing out there, but this is the stuff under the hood that most wholesaling gurus don't do it because it's not exciting. But I think it's very important to know. So we got Mike Twitty here. And so this is just the county that it's in, just so you guys know. And let's pop it up. So guys, I'm not too used to this one, so just give me a second here. All right. Search our database. I accept. I didn't even know what I accepted to. 1458 Overley Street. See, we're getting a discrepancy on the square footage. So I always go back to this. So it looks like here, 1450 Overley Street. So I'm going to click here to parcel ID, info, and we're going to find the real facts. This is how we get to the bottom of it. This is my detective work here to actually find the true square footage of it. So we can go here. Alrighty. So sales comparison, 180. So this stuff doesn't mean anything to me. The taxable value is on it. So sales date, sold for 95, probably in that bad condition right there. So it says here that it is one. Okay, so it is actually base semi-finished. Okay. So going back to the picture there, it seems like they put an addition on there. And if you can look at the sketch there and then the actual picture of it, so that's the doorway. So yeah, that is an addition. So it looks like with an open porch there, no. So it's about 1,425 square feet. So that's the true one. Awesome. Looks like they put a new roof 2019 on there. And guys, look, we're getting intel on the property appraiser here because they got to actually pull the info on there, and they actually got to get deeds and stuff. So, I mean, actually get permits. So it looks here that they actually did it. 2019 is a new roof. So that's pretty cool. And that's kind of the intel we got here. So, oops. So 1425 square feet. So, and then I see here that addition looks good. So it looks like they just added it. So now it's a 3-2. So it looks like yeah. So, okay. So I'm going to show you here is they converted it to a 3-2. I can see here. Let's see if Justin commented something. It was converted to a 3-2. Okay, perfect. So now it's a 3-2. So we're going to look for other comps. So let's stay in Redfin here. Sorry guys, I got the dog in the studio today. So he didn't want to be lonely today. So hey, it's okay. Sorry guys, I'm dog sitting. So let's see here. So if it was a 2-2, Redfin does pop them up pretty easily. So they'll show other 2-2s, same square footage basically. So what I would say here is this is a decent comp right here. April 7th. And it's within, so we're at 1425 square feet here. And so we're going to click that. So the cool part about Redfin, they pop, I just think it's like the user interface on this is a lot better. I'm not going to get technical with you guys, but it's better than Zillow. Zillow's a pain in my butt. So you actually pop up things here. So it looks like within the area. So F, let's go to F. So a pop up F, where's F? 3-2, 1450. So this is a 3-2, 1490. So that's pretty similar. That was July though. So we'll pop that one off. We'll pop it up and see what we got here. That's like right by it. Let's look at C. See, that's probably that's a good one right there. And then B, where's B? Okay. So this is pending for 325. Holy moly. Let's click that one. That seems like a very, very high comp. That's a very nice property. So same street. Let's look at the pictures really quick. I'm trying to get an actual good value on this one. So don't be mad at me, guys. I'm taking too long on it, but I want to make sure I get the comp right. And I'm not used to this market, so it's going to take me a little bit of time here just to get my gauge on this. So, oh shoot, I'm not sharing that screen. Am I sharing it? You guys are seeing the pictures right now. Hold on. So if you guys are just new hopping on here, I'm actually comping a property live for you guys. And we're trying to get to the bottom of it because we didn't know the square footage of it. So this property is like gorgeous. Holy moly. Okay, that's a nice one. So this looks like it has double garages. So it might, probably not the best comp because the other one didn't have a garage. And looking at the new picture on here, so let's pop up the new picture here just so you guys can see it. Then we're going to go a little quicker on this one. But I'm going pretty slow to show my process because I've been told I go too fast. So right here, this little area, that used to be a garage and they converted that so there's no garage. And that one had a 2-car garage, probably even more. So not a good comp. We're going to go back to Redfin here and we're going to pop everything. We're going to pop it up. So we're going to go to, what's F. So July is probably not a good one. Let's go to B here. B is probably going to be our best one right now. So we're going to see this. All right. I'm going back to the property appraiser and just confirming the construction of it. Because I do want to make one more confirmation. This is a concrete block house because it seems like this other comp would be a wood frame one, so it's probably not the best one also. So and click here to hide. Continuous footing poured, slab on concrete block. Okay, so it's stuck. It's a concrete block stucco house. So it seems like on this one, this comp right here, and if you see here on this comp, stop my screen share here. That this is wood frame. So not a good comp. Sorry, guys. So the next one here I'll show on, and we're going to find one comp that we're going to be done with this one. So let's go to A. So 3-2. That's outside the 250. So we can't use that one. We're going to go off of this one then. So Springdale, we can see here with the garage. So we're going to keep that in mind here. And this one sold for, let's see the price. $278. So 278,000 divided by 1490. So that one sold for 186 a square foot. So let's do some calculations here. So 186 a square foot multiplied by 1,425 pops us at $265,000. Now, remember, the other one had a garage. So we can't find the best comps on this one, but I'm probably going to take about 15K off of that. And we'll probably look at ARV about 250. That's what I would say there. Boom. That was a fun one. All right, let's keep going here. Gian says lot sizes range when using comps 500 square feet up or down. I think that's way too close. I like to do by acreage, not square footage. So 0.1s, those are like very small houses, like very tiny, like compact houses. A lot of like gated community, like suburban communities are like that. Roughly where I'm at, they're a lot like quarter acres. So a quarter acre and a third of an acre, they're not the best, but I would keep it in there and then minus off like 10K. That's probably what I would do. And then when you got an acre or two, then you just minus off the value of that land. When comping lots, how far should you go into PropStream? Does it matter crossing major roads? Yes. Major roads are don't cross them. Can you give me an example of what to say in and in running when taking offers for a lot that you don't know what they'll sell for? Can you give me an example of what to say in an ad to run taking offers? I would get a cash buyer and ask them how much they're going to buy the property for before I actually go in there and lock up. And then from there, you just bid it up for the highest price or whatever that cash buyer said they'll pay it for. Okay. Under contract, so I'm not worried about giving out the address. Perfect. All right, so let's get it. We're going to do this one pretty quick. So 4105, we're going to use Redfin on this one. $4105. Oops. 4105 North Ocean Boulevard. Myrtle Beach. All right. Okay, so the one thing I have to make sure is I got to see if this thing is on the water or not, or how close it is. Like, is this like a beach? Is this by the beach or not? So let's pop up the Google map here. Let's just see really quick. I think it's pretty important to see because if that thing's on the water, then it's going to be a way different comp. Oh boy, I think it's on the water. Or how close? Let's see. It's the satellite view. Okay. I mean, it's right by the beach. So call it a beach house. And that's what I'd mark it to. Now, the real question here is on the side of the lot, do you get a view of the ocean or not? That's the one thing I do not know. So we're going to click Street View here and kind of see. Because if you can't sort of see the ocean, it'd be worth a lot more money. So let's see. So I'm assuming this is the house. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, you do see the ocean. This is gonna be a tough one to do. It's gonna be here. Yeah, you're gonna get a nice premium on that one. So we're gonna look at other similar ones in the area, and we're gonna see. So we're gonna load it up here and see. I mean, it's hard. The location's more important on this situation than the actual type. But so 2,300 square feet. I'm just gonna assume that's what it's at. So 2,100 square feet sold for 400. And then this one seems pretty similar, 719. And that's probably a nicer house. So I don't know the condition of this one, man, but I'll go off of this one since it seems pretty close. This is both 3.3s. 400. I gotta be really rough. This is a weird one. Not the best comps on this one. So let me think here. 187. And there's definitely appreciation on this one. So fourth. I mean, trying to think here. I mean, you could be pushing. Where's A? Let's see where A is really quick. So A here, 585. It's 297 a square foot. So, let's look at this picture really quick. I mean, you do get a view on the ocean. However, there's a few houses in front as well blocking the view, but you can see a good piece of it. Dude, this is an interesting one. This is definitely one I'd talk to a developer on because if you could add, I don't know if you can add an extra story on this one, but if you could do that to get an extra ocean view, like I know a builder would go nuts for this one. So this is a very, very interesting piece of property here. Looks like they're all ranging on different types here. This one's got a, so this little nestled one built in the 45. Okay, so this one, so we're getting comps. They're roughly saying it's between 500 to 600. Now, the only question is the condition of this one. And we're gonna look at some more details on this. Does it give us some details on this house? 1935, third of an acre. I mean, I'm saying 500 to 600, but that's very, very, it's quite a lot of discrepancy on this one. So Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty confident that if it's all fixed up, the thing's probably, if you like, the ARV, I would say is about 650 to 700 on this. Possibly if the ocean view is as good. The Redfin's weird on it because I don't know how good of an ocean view. Now, obviously, looking at pictures is different, and being like I'm close to the water, so I have a lot of acquaintances I know in real estate that live on the water, and you see an ocean view or you see a nice view and it looks interesting, but when you go in person, it's a lot different. And ones that look better, like on a Google map, and they look terrible in person, and stuff that looks terrible in person but look really good. Like it looks terrible on the Google map and then looks really good in person. I got to see what it is. If we can see it, if you get a decent ocean view on there and you can build a second story, you're pushing 7 to 750. Now, if it's a decent one, you're probably in 600 to 625, all brand new, 650. It's that ocean view is the most important part. So that's probably what I would say on that one. Sorry to be weird on that, but like when it comes to like ocean or like riverfront, because we do some wholesaling on like riverfront homes with an inlet that you can go fishing off of. So because I'm in a weird part of Florida, so those things are worth a premium. So it's very interesting. It's actually a 4.3 and it's 3,200 square feet. Has a second loft area and split into 2 apartments each. Okay, yeah, you're definitely pushing. You're probably be in the 700s if you get a decent one on there. And Eric, the one thing I would tell you is you could even push it more with a cash buyer. I mean, this is the one, Eric, in my personal opinion, on a property like this, you need the right cash buyer, not the right price, if that makes sense. So if you could find a person. Are you kidding me? No. 1 point. No. I mean, 800, if I could find the right cash buyer that will build an extra story on that. And so you get like a really cool one. But yeah, no, not even entertaining that. Yeah, dude, I 1.45. She's in the 10th dimension. No, 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 we're not doing that. That was funny though. All right, let's get some questions going here. PropStream helps to come up with good comps here in Louisiana. That's good. All righty. Comp help here, 5107 Hilda Avenue. So let's pop this one. Let's go see it. So we went from a very nice ocean view house to this one. Actually, not a bad looking property here. So 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,260 square feet. So let's go look at some things. So, okay. Seems like it's outside of St. Louis, right? I'm looking at the map view here. Okay. And what I like to do here is always look at the street view. See, there's crazy, like, you can always like see something very interesting here. Okay. Looks decent. Okay. Just see if the road. Also, it's very important to see a road. Some properties here in Florida, and especially in like more, I don't know, like less urban parts, might have like dirt road, and you definitely got to be careful, especially when looking at comps on that. So this is a good road. I mean, that driveway is a little messed up. I mean, compared to the neighbor, at least you have a driveway, right? Or is that like a abandoned sidewalk? And this looks like a duplex. There's 2 doors. Huh. Is this one side of a duplex or? Okay. And also, guys, I'm gonna give you a quick hack here. because this is something I do that gurus don't tell you about, but gurus do. And I'm going to get in trouble from a lot of gurus for sharing this. So if you guys got your pen and paper out, let me show you. But really quickly, someone said it's a 1-1 bath each. Talk to the owner, needs a full rehab. Is this both units that they're trying to do or just one? Let me know. Let me do my little hack really quick. So what we're going to do is we're not going to use this website for comps, but it gives me the best for this. So what do I mean by this? So we're going to go to pop this up here. Now the guru's going to kill me. So if you tell a guru I showed you this, you might share this with someone. Don't tell the gurus I told you this, okay? Like keep it between you and me, all right? And let's see. It says both. Okay. All right. Don't tell. I swear, if you tell, I'm gonna get real mad. All right. Pops up here. I'm gonna go to. Oh shoot! I didn't share my screen. We're gonna go to Trulia.com. Okay. This is very, very interesting when we're doing our research for an actual zip code or something, especially on this type, because we can use this. This is something I use on my appointments to get better prices. So the comping is cool, but you actually get like really good prices if you know how to do this right. So you seem like you're an expert. So ding, 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 guys, get your notepad out. Like I'm hyping this up on purpose because this is something that you're going to use with your sellers. That's going to give you like, this is the stuff. I don't think I've ever shared this. So this is why I'm getting a little excited right now. So you guys have dealt with some boring stuff on this video. So you deserve this. You guys definitely deserve this. So go to Trulia.com. This is what I'm going to tell my sellers. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go down. Where is it? I'm really going to search crime right here. Crime. We're going to click crime right here. Trulia is the only website I know that does this very well. And watch this. We're going to pop it up. If you guys are looking at a house to move into to personally live, this is a good one. But this is how I've made thousands of dollars from my sellers doing this. So we're going to say this. Hey, Mr. Seller, I didn't know. I mean, I don't think I'd be at this price because, I'm looking at some incidents and like right around the corner there. I mean, there was some really bad. I mean, there was a larceny, there was some assault, some theft in the area, and it'll show you around the area where it's good. So it seems like there's some crime around, like not on the street, but like right here, I can click. Can I click that one? I think I got it. So it'll give me the assault cases. So it seems like there was an assault right there. Click vandalism. There's vandalism all over here, like right here. Burglary. Like there's burglaries all over, like right here. There's larceny over here. I mean, right around the corner, Mr. Seller. Someone tried to steal something from the carport. I mean, I go down the street here. They're stealing cars. I gotta be very careful. Like I know this area pretty well. And then you get crime statistics there. And it's very, very good. And it's truly is one of my favorite ones. So that is my dirty secret here. Like, I hope you guys like this, but the crime reports, it seems like you know all the crime reports in the area and it seems like you're an expert. Like if I told the seller about all this stuff, like, hey, around the corner, like I remember in March, like I can look the stuff up that there's like a larceny incident. There was a theft here. I'm in Florida, so people are a lot crazier. So there's some incidents like, hey, someone put a car on fire down the street. Like this is I can't be at that price. And sellers are like, oh my, like they live there like, oh my God, how did Zach know that? Hey, I'm the expert, right? But I looked it up on Trulia and it popped it up. And I can go even deeper. I can go in the crime reports and actually look it up. But this makes it seem like you're an expert in that field. This is a little secret I'm telling you that is absolutely amazing. So really quickly, guys, if you use this little like tactic, use it against the seller to get a really good price. And if we take this out a little more, so this is Trulia. And it's absolutely amazing. So if I put it out here, it'll also show you in areas, if you even want to do market research where you live or in other areas where there's some higher crime areas or some lower crime areas, and it's pretty good. So pretty interesting here. So bring it back to this property right here. And you can even see, oops. And this is this is like my truly a hack. So you got Mathilda Avenue here. I mean, you can see right there's crime here. So I just be very careful. And obviously, if you're in like a downtown area where there's a lot of shops, of course, there's going to be DUIs and like crime there. But this is like residential stuff. So this is something I would use and actually look at like comps, comparables. But it's not like a comp thing. But I just thought about that. But Jose said, what states? I think all states are going to work for that one. But that's what I'd say. But honestly, well, like when you're using that tool, don't tell the gurus that. But it helps you so much, not with the comping part, but it helps you get the best prices possible, which helps us sell it for the most money. So Mia says, thank you for that tip. I appreciate it. Start looking into it. It'd be great. So that's awesome. So we're going to go back to this comp right here, and we're going to share. So if we're going to do both on there, it's a higher crime area. So 2-2, but it'll cash flow. Local rules require you to be signed in to see photos. Great. So this is a good one about there. We're not going to see any pictures. So it seems like the county here in Missouri is not going to pop it up. So if you get MLS access, you could probably do it or sign in to actually see it. So that's probably what I do with that thing. So mic drop. I love it. That's great. Sounds like mastermind advice. Thanks. That is mastermind advice right there. So I'm going to get in lots of trouble for sharing that, but I think I had to. So that's my personal opinion. So guys, let me know any more questions you guys have about comping. I've done some properties there. I think you guys get the gist of where I'm going at with the actual comparables on there. Let me see some questions I got here, and we'll see. So the 10th dimension. I mean, we're in the third right now. We're skipping the fourth, the fifth. I mean, 1.45. I mean, like honestly, Eric, I would say I would tell the seller honestly in this situation, like, hey, just list the property. Like I got a great realtor. He will help you out here. There's nothing I can do. So again, guys, remember, let's see. Hey, Flip with Rick. Do you need to pay an upfront fee to open escrow? Depending on the title company, we don't, but be careful. Does having a garage make a difference? I mean, Justin, would you pay a premium for a house that's 1,000 square feet? Okay, we'll give you a nicer house. Justin, you deserve it. So let's say it's a 2,000 square foot house, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, very nice. And you got 2, and they're both selling for $300,000. Would you rather have the one that is the 2,000 square feet, like the 4 bedroom one, same exact model, except this one has a garage versus the same one that doesn't have a garage? Which one would you rather have? The one with the garage. So the one with the garage will probably have a premium on it. So yes, having a garage makes a huge difference. When you enclose a garage, you lose the garage, and a house with a garage has way more value than one without it. I mean, that's just because it's a marketplace and it provides more value, honestly. It's just, you got 2 people, and obviously it's like, hey, having a really big kitchen, that's always important. And it's just, you need the garage. Hate non-disclosure. I actually like, if I had the choice between Florida being a non-disclosure state and a disclosure state, I would say make it a non-disclosure state. This isn't like a rights issue on people knowing how much I sell or buy properties for. No, it just makes it easier for us to actually get really good deals. You get better deals in non-disclosure states. That, like, I would rather Florida be a non-disclosure state where I do most of my deals than it being a disclosure state, because the seller can go off of 10 comps and they do the research and it's a mess. Dwayne says, does PropStream provide bank-owned, absentee owner, verified vacant homes and homeowners? Yes, they do vacant homes, bank-owned, and absentee. Yeah, there are little filters on there. You can do it, but that's sort of how you do it from there. Yeah. So Last couple questions here and we'll sign off. But yeah, that's my little secret. I think it's fun. I enjoyed it. So also use Redfin to show and come up with the ARV. Yes, I did. Would it be beneficial, even if you're new, to hire a VA, dispo acquisitions right from the get-go to help you get faster in getting deals? Or is it better to wait until you close several deals yourself? I would say it's better to actually close your own, like close deals by yourself, learn the whole process, finding the motivated seller, getting it on contract, negotiating, getting the marketing done, getting the dispo, selling it, creating that cash buyers list. I think if you learn it all, then you can actually teach people. It's very hard to teach someone how to shoot a three-pointer if you're not good at shooting threes, or free throws if you're not experienced with it. Same thing with cold calling. If you're not good at cold calling, don't hire a cold caller just because you're bad at it. I mean, most businesses operate in a general sense. So if I'm trying to code a website or something, I don't know how to code. So I'd probably hire someone to do it for me. But if it's a different type of job, if I want to teach somebody, how to run like if I wanted to teach somebody how to be like my driver or something, I know exactly how I want the drive to be. It's a bad analogy, but for wholesaling, there's no pre-done cold callers for wholesaling. So you're going to have to teach them. Like you can get a coder who went to school and knows coding and stuff. So like they're pretty cookie cutter, but for the actual cold calling part, you need to be an expert in cold calling before you teach someone so they know the right way to do it. So that's what I would say. I found a place in California that's up for auction. I would like to understand how to redeem the home. It's close to the beach and needs tons of work. When's the auction date? That's probably pretty important. How many properties do I need to skip trace in order to get a good amount to actually call after scrubbing a list? I think it's got to be in the thousands, and it depends on the list. Let me know what list you're doing. Great tip. Money, that's what it's all about. Let's see here. Any more questions? Just trying to get everyone on this. It's not the most exciting, but it's helpful. So thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Boom. So that's it, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching this video and this type of content. So if you got any value out of it, remember, guys, you need to smash that like button and subscribe. It helps so much on the YouTube channel. I mean, we just passed 8,000 subscribers, which is an insane thing to think about. And it's crazy. It's like we're almost, it's unbelievable. And I really appreciate it, guys. We're almost at 8,000 members on my Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind, which is a free mastermind. And it also has my free wholesaling course on there. So if you guys want Wholesaling Houses for Real, is the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. And I'm proud to say that. So we do go live every week as a mastermind together and really kind of see what's working for us and what's not. Obviously, with 8,000 people, it's a lot, but it's the only free one out there that provides $10,000 of value absolutely for free. So that's why it's the largest one out there. So everyone's got Facebook groups and stuff, but this isn't it's more of a mastermind because I go live with it and I talk to you guys and I'm not trying to sell you stuff. So there's no selling in that group, nothing. You can always hop on there. You don't have to even join it, but there's exclusive stuff in there. I do answer questions and I do try my best. And we got a lot of really smart people in that mastermind that will help you guys out for free. We have a culture of no selling, no like nothing. And if you like try to sell a course or something, you get kicked out of the group. And I've kicked hundreds of gurus out and it's fun. But thanks for the nugget. I appreciate it. If it says Facebook user, these people are actually watching from the Wholesaling Houses for Real group. So it's pretty cool. Last question I have here is, do you have many issues with sellers in a signed contract, understanding rehabbers walking through? No, because they're usually my partner and they walk through and they get it done. So not an issue. If they know they're a partner with me, it's pretty simple from there. So that's what I would say. So quick announcement here. So Wholesaling Houses for Real is my Facebook group. You can always pop it on there. Quick free plugs here I could say is, here's my SMS outbound script. If you guys need one, www.flipwithrick.com/texting. And if you go to www.flipwithrick.com/free wholesaling contract, or I think it's www.flipwithrick.com/contract. I don't know why I'm having I'm saying that wrong, but that is where you can actually get, this is actually where you get my free wholesaling contract. That's the one that I use. It's a really cool one little pager there in my assignment of contract, which will help protect you from a cash buyer screwing you out of a deal. It's pretty much the best one you can get in the country, and it's for free. So let's see. May 4th, that's going to be a tough one. Can I do a one-on-one with you? Check DM. No, I don't do one-on-one coaching. I don't sell any coaching, and one-on-one's probably not worth it. The only coaching I do is if I can help a lot of people doing it. So obviously, if someone gives me a comp, I'd love to look it up. But if I can do it live here in front of everyone, that's probably what I do. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are the best. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a great day out there. Make some offers, get some deals done. And when you get your first deal done, or if I helped you, let me know. And it just motivates me to keep doing this free content. So I really appreciate it, guys.